Thomas and the Lighthouse. It was the Harvest Festival celebration on the island of Sodor. There was to be a big firework party in the evening. All the engines had special jobs, and they were all very excited. The Fat Controller came to Tidmouth Sheds. "Thomas, you must take a new light bulb to the lighthouse." "Yes, sir," tooted Thomas. "The bulb must get to the lighthouse before dark, so that ships at sea can find their way safely home to Sodor. The light bulb will break easily. You must go slowly and carefully," the Fat Controller added. So Thomas puffed quickly away to the warehouse. Thomas started to daydream about the big party. There would be clowns, the choir would be singing, and he'd see the wonderful display of fireworks. Thomas chuffed towards the warehouse. He was very excited. Thomas collected the light bulb. Then he set off slowly and carefully as the Fat Controller had told him. Thomas slowed down at every bend. And chuffed carefully through every junction. Thomas stopped at a signal. Emily was there. She was pulling the merry-go-round. She was very excited. "The fireworks are going to start when it gets dark," she cried. Thomas wanted to be back in time to see the fireworks, but the lighthouse was on the far side of the island. It was a long way, and it would take a long time to get there. Then an idea flew into Thomas's funnel. "I'm sure the light bulb wouldn't break if I went just a little faster," he chuffed. And so Thomas speeded up, just a little. Thomas puffed along. He saw James at the water tower. James had trucks and trucks of fireworks. "This is gonna be the biggest firework party ever," James whistled happily. Now Thomas wanted to see the fireworks even more. "I'm sure I can go just a little faster," he chuffed. So Thomas speeded up, just a little more. Thomas chuffed faster still. The bulb started to rattle and shake on his flatbed. Every time Thomas met another engine, he became more and more excited. Henry huffed along with swings and a seesaw. "It's going to be a wonderful party," puffed Henry. Thomas went a little faster. Then he met Toby with the coconut shy. "See you at the firework party, Thomas," he rang. Thomas went a little faster. He saw Percy with carriages of children in fancy dress. The children were very excited. "See you, Thomas," cried the children. Now, Thomas wanted to be back for the firework party more than ever. Before Thomas knew it, he was puffing very fast. Then there was trouble. Harvey was replacing some tracks. Workmen had put a barrier across the line. Thomas was now going too fast to stop safely. He bashed into the barrier and the light bulb broke. "Cinders and ashes," cried Thomas. "The lighthouse will not have its light and the ships won't be safe at sea." Thomas knew what he must do. Thomas puffed quickly back to the warehouse to collect a new light bulb. He knew now he would be too late to see the fireworks. Thomas had to stop at a signal. Edward was waiting. He was very excited. "I'm off to collect the Chinese dragon," he tooted. But all Thomas could think about was getting the new light bulb. With the new light bulb safely on board, Thomas set off slowly and carefully. He knew he must deliver this bulb safely to the lighthouse. So when Toby passed with the choir, practicing their songs, and when Edward passed with the Chinese dragon, Thomas didn't think about the firework party at all. Not once. Thomas arrived at the lighthouse just in time. The bulb was quickly unloaded. "Thank you, Thomas," said the lighthouse keeper, and Thomas puffed back to Tidmouth sheds. He knew he had missed the firework party completely. Then Thomas came to the top of a hill, and he saw a wonderful sight. The lighthouse beamed brightly. The ship's lights twinkled in the harbour, and the sea reflected the stars. And even though there were no rockets or Catherine wheels, Thomas thought it looked as wonderful as the fireworks.